If you can believe it, it has been well over a year since we had the opportunity to sit down and speculate on a brand new character for Don't Starve Together, everyone. Walter, our fearless Boy Scout turned range combat champion, was indeed that character. But with Waterlogged here with all of its bloody content, it also graced us with this very post. And at the end of it, it gives us the opportunity to sit here today to talk about Wanda. And let's just say, it's about time. But for those of you completely new to this Wanda news perhaps, or those who just didn't watch the announcement video, what was next? It was a good question, I suppose, but they did say that they're working on the next few updates. And this is where it gets interesting and relevant. It's almost time to introduce you to Wanda, the new character DLC that will come to the game in the first half of September. So pretty soon, given how time's working nowadays. But they've also got a special thing coming in October too, that's super secret, and I'm pretty excited about that. But let's just stick to the topic at hand. So that brings us to the question, what is in Wanda's hand? And for the most part, I'm pretty sure we're all in agreement here that it's a pocket watch. And Dr. Medic on the forums was the first to pretty much bring that up and give us a pretty good visual right here. But this is also kind of nice. Another user, Pinegrove, also gave their rendition of what Wanda may look like. And she is definitely having some goggles on her or some glasses, which is also now bringing up a super crazy theory. What if she's related to Wagstaff somehow? And no, I'm not necessarily talking like she's his wife per se. I'm just saying somehow related. Maybe a colleague back in the real world, right? And how do we know that all of this is fitting together with time and pocket watches? Well, because everything's pointing to that. Even the actual reward name for the new reward points that we got with this update. It's about time. So where does that leave us, everyone? Well, put simply, she's a time witch. Now, I said that very casual-like, but I have a feeling Wanda here is going to be a very, very powerful character, potentially. Just think about it in the context of this game. It's something we've never seen or even heard of before. A character with the ability to literally manipulate time. But the questions are, does that mean individual items? Does it mean individual mobs? Does it mean pockets of time? You know what I mean? Like being able to slow things in a pocket, speed things up in a pocket. Or does it also mean grand gestures like literally skipping time within a game? And I'm definitely feeling, at least for now, that it's going to be a sprinkle of the three, everybody. I'm thinking that she will have manipulation over individual items. I'm thinking she will be able to create pockets of time some way, somehow. And I believe as she grows more powerful, she will have control over the world itself. But what does that first one actually mean? Well, at least what we're guessing what it means. I'm guessing it's probably going to mean that maybe she can reverse the spoilage timer of foods. Maybe do the opposite and obviously spoil them faster. That could be quite advantageous, actually. Is this going to somehow reverse the durability of items? I don't think so, but maybe, just maybe, there's an argument to be had about the wear and tear of clothes. I don't think she's going to be super duper powerful to the point where she's going to be replacing sewing kits and stuff, but there's some potential there. But on that topic of individual stuff, does that also mean herself? Does it mean individual survivors, other players? Does it mean individual mobs? I'm not sure. Can she speed herself up? Can she slow herself down? I don't know why you would do that. Maybe if you're trying to avoid danger out on the water, but then you would probably just slow down your boat per se. That's a whole thing. That's a question again. What about with mobs? Can you slow them down? Can you speed them up? Will that affect their attack timers? I don't know. And then the same question comes with players. Now, the problem with that one, and I thought of this the moment I heard about her being a time witch, pretty much, is the fact that I can smell the grief a mile away. So, with characters, individual players, not sure about the extent of that. Which brings us to pocket manipulation. Time pocket manipulation. If it's not individual items, or maybe it's a mixture of both, like I said, is she able to create an area around her that can reverse time, slow time, stop time? I didn't even think about completely stop time because I'm sitting here wondering just how freaking powerful she's going to be, by the way. Can she grow cross faster? Can she make the growth cycles of whatever has growth cycles go faster? Can she stop them completely? I don't know. It's getting nuts. It's already getting nuts to think about this, and I'm trying to like contain myself because I'm thinking of so many different things. But I don't know. I really don't know. I guess that's why we're here, though. Wild speculation. Like, is she going to be able to pocket hordes of mobs to slow them down, like bees? What if she was able to like stop bees, killer bees coming out of a hive, and then like kill them individually? You know what I mean? As just an example. Man, Wanda's sounding like really fun. English. Back to proper grammar here for a second. When we're talking world, though, this is probably where we start bleeding into downsides. Wouldn't you agree, everybody? Because she can't be that powerful, right? I mean, there's got to be a limit here. When it comes to downsides, though, are we going to stick to the usual and make it sanity? Probably, right? Probably. It's probably going to be a sanity-related thing. I'm not sure if her abilities will cost sanity. Maybe will cost sanity over time, drain it over time. Like maybe while you're within these pockets of time, you know, the brain gets a little crazy. That makes sense, I suppose. Maybe the individual item thing, maybe the individual item thing actually has to happen over time too. Maybe it's not like an instant reverse. Can't snap today for some reason. Maybe it's not an instant reverse or an instant progression. Maybe that also has to happen over time, and that's going to cost something. Maybe her pocket watch is an item, and you have to recraft that over and over again. Holy moly, dude. We're going to be here all day, aren't we? Because now I'm starting to think like, yeah, what if the pocket watch is an actual craft and it has to like refuel somehow, and that's how you manipulate individual items. That's how maybe it costs a lot of durability to create a pocket of reverse time. Oh, well, I'm liking this character already. I am setting myself up for disappointment, but I am liking the sound of this character already. But I'm rambling, so let's get back to the whole world thing. Will she actually be able to progress time for realsies? Like, will she be able to skip dusk? Will she be able to maybe make things... Ooh, this is kind of interesting. I don't know how it would work per se, but it sounds cool. What if she was able, with these pockets of time, maybe with a more grander gesture to the world's time, what if she was able to make things that happen during dusk happen outside of dusk, and, you know, all the implications there? Could be intriguing. What if she has upgraded pocket watches that do other certain things with time? Maybe she has to have one that freezes time completely. Maybe there's one that reverses time, one that progresses time. You know what I mean? And again, back to the whole downsides thing. What if the more she uses it, obviously the more crazier she gets, maybe the more crazier she gets, maybe the crazier that this time manipulation gets. Be that bad, be that sometimes good. You know what I mean? We are not meant to manipulate time. So she's probably going to be very powerful at a very high cost, if you know what I mean. But hold up, Beard. You just dropped that whole related to Wagstaff thing and then completely forgot about it. So let's talk about that. And again, I'm not thinking that she's going to be like a sister, a wife, a mother. I'm not thinking that. I'm more inclined to be in the boat that they were colleagues, though. Because let's think about something for a second. Wagstaff willingly made his own portal into the Constant. He got sucked into it. Winona tried to save him in her cinematic as yes, 100% confirmed by Clay themselves. That was Wagstaff. He's been in the Constant. We know that he was able to escape the Nightmare Throne too. Whether that's canon or not is another thing entirely, but it happens in the game. And no other character has it happen in the game, by the way. It's a whole thing. And we know that he can project himself wherever he wants nowadays. And what is that kind of sounding like? I mean, we could stretch this a little. It sounds like he can time travel through the Constant. And as we know of Wagstaff, he was using his colleagues for other experiments from things from the Constant. We have that confirmation from the Weber rework. He brought a Constant spider into the real world to Weber's father. Correct? Correct. Or grandfather. I actually completely forgot which one was which. But you know what I mean. So what if this colleague was you know what I mean, tasked with trying to understand how time works within the constant. Because, what does Wagstaff examination say when, dusk hits in Solo Don't Starve? He says, wow, time works really differently here. I'm curious. It's like slapping us in the face right there. Now that also begs the question, is she a willing participant as he was? Is she going to be as cheeky as he is right now? I don't know, but I gotta tell ya, it's making me very, very excited for the character cinematic. But before we go, what's some other things that they might be throwing in for her? I don't know, maybe she's gonna be a little weaker. People are discussing her age, and I gotta say, the first time I saw her just with that hair, I was thinking maybe she was a little older. And if she is a colleague of Wagstaff's, maybe, she might be a little weaker here and there. I'm not sure if she'll have a particular diet, but then again, with the time manipulation thing, maybe she only likes certain types of foods. Can you imagine? This is not going to happen, but can you imagine if she only liked yellow spoiling foods? If she is indeed a scientist or someone in that field, maybe she's going to have somewhat of a wicker bottom thing and have some access to some pretty special crafts, science crafts early on in the game. People have brought up the idea of her wearing goggles similar to Wagstaff. It might just be glasses, though. But what if she does have a nearsightedness downside, just like Wagstaff has in Solo Don't Starve? Honestly, that'd be kind of unique. At least in Don't Starve Together, that is. And just one last thing I was thinking of, again, with the whole time thing. Maybe now that she's been in the constant for a while, this, that, the other. We don't know for sure, but we can kind of guess that when we see these characters, they've been in there for a while. So I'm thinking maybe if she's been in there for a while, and obviously the powers of the constant have granted her supernatural abilities of time manipulation, maybe she has to do it very often or else something bad happens. But folks, we're entering territory where I'm just kind of rambling for rambling's sake, so I'm probably going to be wrapping it up here. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on Wanda, but I would like to bring up one final thing, actually. This video's not really about it, but I'm very curious because they put it in with Wanda, so it might be being overlooked a little bit. Clay teased something super secret and something very new for October. It's not even September yet. So what's that all about? You know what I mean? We have Hollowed Nights, right? I love Hollowed Nights. I look forward to it every year. Is this going to be in addition to that? Is it going to be adding to that? Or is it going to be something entirely different? I don't know, but I'm pretty excited. So again, let me know your thoughts on Wanda. Also, what you're thinking about that. But everyone, that will do it for us here today. I hope you've been enjoying the waterlogged update. Of course, we have all those dang videos on it already in case you need to learn up on anything. Hope you've been enjoying it. Hope you found it in your worlds. It does retrofit in the worlds, by the way. Some do, some don't, though, I have heard. And unfortunately, they kind of retrofit into the deeper waters, even though newer worlds, they like shallow waters. So that's the whole thing. If you're still learning up on waterlogged, of course, we have all those videos for you. But this one, everyone, was just a fun little sit-down speculation. And trust me, we'll be back probably in a couple weeks when Clay has their Wanda is coming soon post that they always do for characters anyways. So we'll definitely be there for that. Thanks for watching. Well wishes to you. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.